Hello, hello, hello. This is the Scrabbleman once again, a man of many words. Let's go through another game played between Betty and Alex. So this game again is played at a level, at the novice player level, or at the mature player level, at the low mature player level, I probably think. So let's get straight into it. So Betty is starting this time, and she's got a very interesting rack. So as you can see, you got 6 consonants and 1 vowel. And to make things even more awkward, she's got 2 V's. So that's definitely a very awkward rack, a very imbalanced rack, as one would put it. So I think, what do you think the best move here is? Yes, I think the best thing to do here is to probably change. So it is the first turn. So if you change on your first turn, you don't technically miss a turn because you could pretend you actually went second. So the first turn is actually the best time for you to change because you don't actually feel as if you lost out. So this is an instance where definitely she needs to change. So it's ideal to change your high scoring consonants. So she would definitely need to change the 2 V's and she would need to change the B. So whenever you're changing, whatever tiles you're going to leave yourself with, try and maintain a good ratio between the vowels and consonants. So ideally you want to leave yourself, in this case, because you're changing the V and the B for sure, there are 4 tiles left. So ideally you want 2 of those to be vowels and 2 of those to be consonants. So LARS, hanging on to LARS might not be the best thing. So it's probably best to change the L as well. So SAR has got pretty good synergy, and you might be close to a bonus as well, relatively close. So changing BVVL is the best thing for Betty to do. Alex's turn. Okay, Alex also has a very interesting rack. So he has the opposite problem. He's got 6 vowels and 1 consonant. So here again, it's not a very good rack, very imbalanced, too many vowels with Alex's rack. So here again, try and maintain a good ratio between vowels and consonants with whatever tiles you're going to hang on to at the end. So ideally you want to change 5 vowels here. So definitely change the U, and the best vowel to hang on to is the E. So change the 5 vowels and hang on to E, and definitely you hang on to the S because it's one of the power tiles. So you don't, and it's the only consonant. So you would have hung on to it anyways. But I did say better to hang on to power tiles while changing. Do not change any power tiles. That's the J, X, Z, the blank, and the S. The Q, you would only hang on to it if you had the U with it. If not, it is not considered a power tile just by itself. It needs to have the U for the Q to be considered a power tile. Okay, so you're changing the 5 vowels. Let's see what Betty would have now. Yes, Betty has this rack. Now, what could she do with this? I can see a very interesting 5-letter word. The 5-letter word, in fact, has 4 vowels. Let's see whether you can spot it. It's a bit of a mystical word, shall we say? So yes, the 5-letter word is in fact Ouija. So it's pronounced Ouija. So it's O-U-I-J-A. So I'm sure some of you are familiar with the Ouija board or Ouija board. You can invoke spirits and all of that. Do not try it because it's risky business. So that's the word you can play. So there are 2 ways you can play it. So you can play it this way where the U's next to the double letter square, but why take a chance? I mean, you can put the J next to the double letter square, so that your opponent can't maximize his score. So yeah, so let's play Ouija. It's a good score as well. Even though you have awkward vowels, you've gotten rid of most of them. So let's see what Betty has now. This rack. Very good rack, in fact. Only 1 or 2 tiles away from a bonus or a 7-letter word. So what could she do with this? So she has a few options. Let's see what she could do. Yes, she could play Tome. That's for 24 points. That's a good score as well. Let's see what else she could play. She could play the word OM as well. Yeah, that's good. That's good as well. So what's probably better? Is it OM or is it TOM? Even though TOM scores 24 points and OM scores only 19, I think playing OM is better because there's some good synergy going between with the letters EST. So hang on to EST is very good because in case if you're looking for a bonus, hang on to those stars. Those actually help, and you're only losing out on 5 points. So it's probably worthwhile hang on to that E and the T. So better to play OM. Let's see what Betty's going to do now. So that's Betty's rack. So this time she's got 6 consonants and 1 vowel, but it's actually not that bad a rack because she's got the Y, which can sometimes be considered as a vowel. There are lots of options with the Y. So I'll give you a moment to think of a few moves. Okay, yes, she can play Wiley for 25 points. That's an interesting option. Just see whether you have any other options. Yes, of course, she could have played Wiley the other way with JOW. She would have scored quite a few there. She would have scored, let me quickly calculate, 12, 13, 14, 15, 23, 24, 25, 28, 36. 36 points for Wiley going that way. Yeah, I think that's a decent move. She can play Wiry as well for 23 points. Are there any other options? Yes, she can play Wristy. That's 35 points. I failed to record Wiley, but Wristy is also good, 35 points. But why waste the S when you have other options where you don't have to use your S? There is Twirly as well. Okay, so she played Twirly for 34 points. I think that's what she did eventually. There is Wiley as well for 36 points, but the thing is with Wiley, you hang on to RST, so that's three consonants. So that's not a good leave, as they would say, because you hang on to 3 consonants and you're bound to get 1 or 2 consonants more, or even 3 consonants, and that would leave yourself with a very bad rack. It's probably better to just play Twirly and hang on to only the S. Okay, so just to avoid yourself from getting into a fix with too many consonants. So Twirly is good. So that's what she played.